So in this third video, so you need to see the two previous about visiting many. In this video, I would fix something right now. This visit many is not opposed to the visit one. In fact, the visit many most of the time will lead to a visit one. It's two different approaches, and we will see in another video, when I will make a video about the visiting one, that it fits to different personality. What I'm telling you on YouTube, it's because most of the time you use the same path again and again and again. But if you think about the real life, you know that a lot of people are meeting at the job. They don't start to write. They are meeting their colleague and they start to please each other, and maybe they will have a dinner together. This is a natural process. And the visit one by writing and writing is not really a natural process. And also you will minimize or avoid a lot of scam, and especially the online scam. You will met the second part of the scam that happen on the field, but the first part online, bye-bye, ciao. In this video, we will answer several questions. One of them is how to manage the communication with the girl, announcing the fact that you are making a visit many, and especially during the pre-dating time when you are contacting, writing to the girl, and also in the field, of course, because such type of question can arise. I will tell you what is the best schedule in your favor when you land on the soul, which type of day is the most profitable for your dating time. One topic we will come along is how to manage the different site and dating partner to your profit, and why maybe choosing a specific city could be the key of success. I would like also to fix definitively the fact that a lot of men feel themselves not comfortable because a lot of women basically are saying, oh, you know what, I will never meet a guy who is visiting many. You know, oh, I don't want men like this. It's not serious. There are a lot of belief and a lot of culprit around this, and men don't like to lie, but you will discover that it is like marketing from the woman. We will come along the topic of the sneaky effects of the visiting one that can endure after the first trip, and I will provide you some cultural perspective that can play along with some real example. Because of this, you can miss the shot. I will also give you some tips in case you want to meet some girls from an agency that you don't know, and how you can proceed safely as much as possible. Now comes the question, and the question is what I should do during my first correspondences. In case I do a visit many, should I warn the woman that I'm gonna to make the trip to visit many women? Seems to be that you could do such a thing in your first letter, so you say, I'm gonna to meet some woman and to find the woman of my life and the woman I would like to love forever. For example, just an example. So that's fine enough. Now there will be some woman who will ask you during the process. There is nothing wrong with the question. It's more about what they will say after. You can first ignore this type of question, especially if it's in the first contact and you have let it light communication. So you ignore the question simply and purely. So this is an answer for the woman, so they know that you are probably not gonna to just meet only her. And what you can say, if in case that they are too much insistent, you can say, okay, look, I'm not interested in your past relationship and what you do. I'm more interested in the future of both of us. This is in what I am interested in the future, and you could be my future. This is why I would like to meet. So I mean, I think that it is perfect. But now, if the woman insists again and again and again, as you have just made some little contact, this is an orange flag. I mean that let her go. Choose another woman. What is the best schedule to meet the woman in the best conditions? In my opinion, the best schedule is to be operational the Saturday. So it means that you should arrive Friday and to have a rest, because Saturday and Sunday you can meet probably 3 women per day, which means 6. More than 3, it's too much, especially if you are not used to date women. You need to take time emotionally to be available for each woman. And I would advise you to spend at least 1 hour, even if you don't like her, just minimum of respect. And also to turn the table if you don't like her, and to think which type of communication that I can have that can be interesting for her, for me, because there is like a curiosity between foreigners, and you can learn some nice things. Now be careful, because if the woman likes you, she would like to meet you again, and she will propose you maybe some cultural stuff. So you should be aware about this and don't mix friendship and love. So the day after, you probably, very likely, could meet only 1 woman per day. That will be already nice, because they are not free. Most of them are working. The following Saturday and Sunday, you will try to spend with the woman you like the most, and it is probably a woman that you will try to meet again Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And you will try to have a third meeting with 1 or 2 top of your list. And the idea, of course, is to make big connection, make out, and that will be your woman for the future and for the next trip. The best is to have 2 Saturdays and 2 Sundays for your travel on a weekly basis. That will be the best, to have 2 Saturdays and 2 Sundays. Now, the best will be, of course, to have 3 Saturdays and 3 Sundays. It will open your possibilities a lot. What is the best strategy to efficiently manage the different dating partners that you can find to maximize the chance and to meet the woman you like in the city of your choice? This question is quite difficult, because it depends first on the fact that you have found out or not a nice agency or a nice matchmaker. So if you have found out such partner, of course, choose the city where those people are located. Let me rephrase all of this. The visit many is the purpose to aim ideally 1 city, but one of the main reasons why you aim 1 city is because you could have found a trustable dating partner, a professional or likely that will help you to date those women. It makes a lot of sense. So definitively you aim this city specifically. And now the beauty of the thing is that you can mix different means, different tools. So you can have a matchmaker there, you can have one dating agency that you believe, and even if, for example, you were believing that was a good agency, but it is not, so you can switch to another, and you can additionally mix some ladies from 3 sites. You have chosen specific ladies from this city in the 3 site, and some, I would say, genuine paid monthly site. Genuine in the sense that you have to Of course, avoid the usual scammers that are everywhere. And this is exactly what I did a long time ago. I had matchmaker and I had also 2 or 3 agencies in the same city. And additionally, I was meeting some women from very nice monthly paid site. Free site maybe, I don't remember exactly. So you can mix all of this and you are never short of meetings. And this is very secure for you because if you make a mistake about a dating partner, so you can rebound. So there is some things I would like to fix. A lot of men believe that if they do a visit many, this is disrespectful, this is disloyal. They don't feel comfortable with such a thing. And additionally, some start to look around forums, ask opinion to the woman. Oh my gosh. The woman will try to make some marketing and tell them, oh, if you are a serious guy, you will visit me and only me. Yes, really. With 2 other guys who have visited more than 200 women, or 3 or maybe more. And we had barely 1 or 2 misses. Women telling us, oh, you are sexual tourist or something like this. There's a very popular expression in Ukraine, sexual tourist. Who should you believe? Those women who are getting an advantage normally in normal situation because you know that I would say a cute woman in the Western world, she raises a finger and there are 10 men to wake up and to make the move. But now you have the advantage. You, not the woman. Why are you refusing to play this advantage? Because definitively it is in your favor to possibly meet 5, 6, 8 potentially, and probably you can, in my opinion, you can easily meet few women in a week without any problem. Why the women are doing such a thing? At this moment, she's trying to manipulate me. If she starts to say such type of thing, we have already discussed it. Don't confuse, again, the visit one and the visit many. I would like to read for you a little commentary from a forum coming from a woman. She's a woman. So let me do such a thing. Things is that too many guys will decide to go writing many, visiting many, mix up everything. They start communicating with several women for several months in hope to build connection and get some reassurance that the money they have to spend will give result. And then wonder why girls won't realize such guys planning to meet more than one tell them to go for a hike. It's one thing to write message, hi, I will be in your town in 2 weeks time, would you like to meet up for coffee? And totally different thing, start full, let's go to know each other as I like you so much. So she's done it right. If you are confusing the visit one and the visit many, it will be bad. The problem with the visit one is not only the too much emotional investment, but the problem can last even after the first trip. Let me read a story written in a dating forum. Hello from California. I joined this message board over 20 years ago. I wrote and got addresses from many women but decided to meet only one girl. We wrote many letters, then met in St. Petersburg where her aunt and uncle lived. She left after only 1 day and a half. We had dinner that night. We were to be together for 10 days. This is very classic. It happens a lot of times. So this guy stay in the city alone. St. Petersburg is probably the most interesting city in the whole former Soviet Union because there are many, many, many things to visit. But his purpose was not to make some tourism here. And I'm pretty sure he didn't meet any other woman. Look, I was deeply hurt. Asked for a second meeting, but could not return the following year. We met again 2 years after our first meeting. Second meeting was a disaster, a real disaster. Mean, distant, didn't even want to look at me or talk, or even walk down the street. She wanted to run away. So this guy probably wasted minimum 3 years of his life. So one of the problems is, okay, he couldn't read the woman. But it happens to many men because they cannot lecture a woman usually already in their country. They don't know exactly what the woman wants, especially with the Western woman. And additionally, they will think that there are some cultural aspect about the interest from a Soviet Union woman. It makes things worse. This guy, I would say, unfortunately, should have never come back and continue with this woman. That is a personal mistake that very likely a lot of men will never do. But it happens sometimes that the woman don't like the guy, but because of the cultural aspect, because the guy is like a guest, she will, because she is educated, she will be polite and she will continue to protect this guy, to show him the cities and to help for the apartment, to bring some food, to pick him up at the airport and after drop him at the airport. And the guy maybe cannot understand that she is not interested because she treats him as a guest because he is a foreigner, and especially if it's in a remote city, I would say a third ring city in the former Soviet Union, but it has nothing to do with attraction. She's not attracted. And that's the worst because if the guy cannot detect anything, he will come back believing that something still can happen. It's likely that the woman will slow down the correspondence as much as possible. But you are stuck in such story where she treats you like a big guest, and it can endure for months. If you want to contact those ladies, but you are not sure about the agency, you have some doubts, I can advise you to make a slight correspondence. And so to send maximum 3 letters for a woman, it means back and forth 6 letters. And you do this for 3, 4, 5, 6 ladies maximum. And you do this under the 3 weeks before your departure. 3 weeks maximum, 1 month maximum, nothing more. So you limit your cost, you are limiting your risk, and if those women are not showing, you have your answer, because if you have had some correspondence, and because also you come under short notice, it is not a rocket science to understand if the women you have been corresponding are not present for an appointment. It just means that the agency is a complete scam. So you need to leave. Now, meeting some women using such means are possible, but you can also use some natural means. Because women are everywhere, you can meet women on spots. I have decided to come back to this story about the guy in St. Petersburg meeting the woman. And the detail I have noticed, remember, she had her aunt and her uncle in the city, St. Petersburg. So I just want to warn you that sometimes you can have some sneaky woman who will drop you an appointment because they have another good reason, and this good reason is not to really meet you. It's they think, for example, that, okay, I want to meet this guy, I'm not really interested, but I have some relatives in this city, and especially because you should pay or reimburse her the train ticket or even the flights between a city and the midpoint, especially in Russia because it's a big country. She have no risk because she's a winner, whatever happened. So be careful with this story because you are not necessarily knowing the real motivation and what's going on.